Hey everyone, welcome back to Noiseberry Games. This video is presented by the EA Creator Network, which just means that they very kindly gave me a review code for this game. Today we're going to be taking a look at the For Rent expansion for The Sims 4. But when I say that we're going to be taking a look at it, I don't actually mean me, because I actually haven't played The Sims 4 for several years now. But my good friend Jordyn has never stopped playing it, so who better to take a look at this expansion than Jordyn? So please take it away, Jordyn.
Hello, so I know you're probably expecting John's voice, and this is not John's voice, but my name is Jordyn, and I'm a friend of John's. I often use his Origin account to play The Sims because I'm a very big Sims fan. I've played The Sims for a really long time, and I offered to help review the new expansion pack that came out at the beginning of December, because I know that I play a lot more than John does. I don't really play like live mode anymore or like do creative sim very much, but I really like to build. Well, I like to decorate. I'm not very good at building. I'm good at decorating, like downloading things off the gallery and then decorating them myself, but lately I've been challenging myself to build more. I watch a lot of Sims YouTubers, and they always do like speed builds, and I'm like, that would be so fun, but I don't do stuff like this very often. I've never recorded a voiceover in my life, so this is gonna be the first time I ever do that, and I'm going to try to just do like one long take and just see how it goes. I'll just like walk you through what I'm doing, and then at the end I'll show you what I've done. But so this is the new expansion pack For Rent, where you can like build actual apartments, and this is in the new world, and I'm challenging myself in this video to try to only use the base game in the new expansion pack, which I never do. Usually I will just use every single expansion pack that I have because it's a lot more fun that way in my opinion, but I wanted to try really hard to like only use those two because I feel like it'll showcase it a little bit more. Also, this is sped up a ton, and it's gonna jump around a lot because, like I said, I don't build very often. Like, I don't build the actual buildings. I just usually will either renovate ones that are already in the game, or like I'll download other people's and then redecorate them. But recently I started trying to build, and this looks crazy right now. I'm very aware of that, but I was trying to like match the way that the buildings in the world look, like the ones that the Sims team built and like placed around the world, so by the end you'll see that it looks a little bit more fitting. I've also already redone a couple things here. I realized it's like moving really fast, but I could not decide the layout. I think one of the hardest parts about building houses from scratch, especially when you're like newer to it, is you've no like perception of how big things should be. Like obviously The Sims does not accurately like represent how big an actual like apartment is. So I built the buildings way too big at first, and you'll see a few times that I realized that and completely redo what I was just doing. So right now I only built 2 apartments because I also heard that it gets a little bit laggy when you do multiple, so I haven't set the like 2 apartments yet. I'm just using regular build mode, and then I like set them at the end. But yeah, I ended up just doing 2, and right now it has 3 stories, but later I get rid of the 3rd one because I'm like, this is way too big. I kind of wanted to do something a little bit smaller. I also could not decide what the heck I wanted things to look like, but I end up using, I think, pretty much everything from the new pack, and then some base game stuff. Normally, personally, like, I don't really like it when everything is too matchy. Like, things need to be like perfectly mismatched in my opinion, or else it feels like weird. It doesn't really feel like a home. But for this one, I did end up using, like, I tried purposely to use everything from the new pack, mostly because I hadn't tried it yet. I haven't played a lot of The Sims this month because I was really sick at the beginning of the month, and then obviously like Christmas, so I didn't really like get to see all of the build mode items until right now, and I really liked them. So the house that I'm doing right now does end up looking really like matchy together, but by the end of it I liked it. I wasn't really messing with it at the beginning. Also, I think it's gonna jump around a little bit here because okay, yeah. So I started decorating the interior, which you've seen. I did a little bit of the kitchen and the living room and the bathroom, and then I was like, okay, now I need to do windows, because usually what I'll do is like build obviously the actual house, and then I start doing the inside so I know like a layout. But then, like, I don't know, I feel like you kind of need windows before you go back in, because then, like, the furniture's gonna mess it up. And oh my god, the windows were literally the hardest part of this for me. They are honestly the hardest part of any build, because I'm, like, so bad for needing things to be perfectly placed. Like, everything has to be even. I don't alt place a lot either, which in this game, if you don't know what it is, it just means that you can, like, hold down your alt key and then place them, like, anywhere instead of it clicking to the grid. And, like, I use that very limited because I don't know, I feel like insane about it, and I feel like it looks so much better when everything's like aligned to a grid. But that makes windows really difficult because, I don't know, sometimes they just look like too even, like too evenly spaced. So I tried to like mismatch them a little bit, and that kind of led to me using like all of the windows in the new pack because they're really, really nice. They had like so many different ones with shutters, which is so cute. I don't think there's enough windows in this game with shutters. Well, there's some from the base game, but I don't know. These ones just looked so nice. And they had like really nice, what do you call like little gold pieces on a window? Like little nice, like the hinges and like, I don't know. They were just really detailed. So I ended up using or trying to use like a lot of different ones, which I thought looked really silly at first, but it kind of grew on me. So now I'm trying to fill in that little space under the stairs, and I'm starting to use like clutter and more like decor. Also, I didn't know what the heck to put here, just this big empty space, but I think the bookshelf ended up looking really good there, because that one's like quite large, and that was just from the base game, but I think it matched, like the wood matched. That's one thing that really bothers me about new expansion packs is like they'll have such nice swatches for like wood and stuff. But then you want to like match it with stuff from the base game, and the wood swatches just do not match, and that drives me freaking crazy. Now I'm going upstairs, and this is when I started to realize that I didn't want to use the third floor because that would just be too big of a house, and then on top of that I'd also have to figure out where to put the other stairs. I hate using anything other than small wall height, but this is the first time that I think I ended up using medium wall height for both floors, and I ended up really liking it because, I don't know, this building looked weird short, like it needs to be a tall building, but 3 floors was like too much. So I did that instead, and I actually really like the way that it turned out at the end. But yeah, like I said, I kind of like started doing windows, and then I got really freaking frustrated and I didn't know what I was doing. So I took a break, went back inside, and then came back outside. And this is the first time I accidentally started using stuff from other packs, which I did notice and get rid of. But those bushes that I just used are from, oh geez, what's the expansion pack called? The one with Sulani, the beach. Oh my gosh, what's it called? Anyways, I started using landscaping from other packs by accident, which I then deleted. Because again, I was trying to use only the base game and for rent didn't come with any fauna, which shocks me because it's kind of more like, I don't know, jungly, I guess. Very like lush, all the landscaping in the world, and the base game is just not it for landscaping, this kind of stuff, but I ended up finding a few things that I really liked, I think. So I'm doing a little bit of that right now because the outside of the building was starting to bug me with how ugly it was looking without landscaping. Landscaping literally fixes everything, but I think it's like the hardest part to learn in The Sims because, I don't know, it can just go from looking like really nice to really like unnatural really fast. Also, I just realized that I didn't put that fence like walkway on the other side, so I redid that, and I left a lot of space in the backyard because I picked this lot in particular. I don't know if I've shown it at all, but there's like a beach right there and then the ocean, and it's so pretty because I'd like to imagine that this apartment building just like backs onto the ocean, which it does, but it would just be such a nice little location. So I spent a little bit of time on landscaping, and then I definitely go back inside. Also, I started to realize that I really only wanted to decorate this apartment that I've been decorating and then leave the next door one kind of empty for if someone else wanted to decorate it. But at the end, I end up, actually I don't think I recorded this part, but I did end up going back in and like placing like appliances like the kitchen and bathroom, like, I don't know, kind of realistic. Like if you were to move into an apartment, obviously you wouldn't have like any furniture in it, but like the kitchen and like stuff would be there. So I put a couple things in at the very end, but I didn't end up fully decorating it because I wanted to like leave it open. But now I am upstairs decorating the kids' bedroom. Did I already talk about the layout? I definitely talked about the layout of these 2 bedrooms upstairs. For rent didn't really come with any like kids furniture. It didn't come with a single bed. Sorry, like a single, like a twin bed. So I just used a base game one with like a similar wood swatch, and then I used lots of like kids toys, and the base game has more kids toys than I realized, and it also has like quite a bit of really cute clutter that I didn't realize it had. But The Sims is so good about randomly like updating the game, and just like giving you free stuff. Like there's a backpack that I use at the end here by the desk that I believe they've always had in the game, but they just like randomly one day added a bunch of swatches, and like obviously you're not that one, the one with the cute little watermelons. Obviously they're not like, oh, we're charging you $5 for this. Like they'll just like add stuff like that all the time, which I really like. Which actually, speaking of right now, if you like The Sims, they do like free packs all the time. Like right now I think the My First Pet stuff pack and the Romantic Garden stuff pack is free until like January or something, so you can just go on Origin and like download them. And The Sims 4 base game is free now too. It has been for at least a year, I think, because geez, this game's like a decade old now or something. I don't know. I started playing The Sims during The Sims 2 back on like my really crappy old Toshiba laptop, and I was just like obsessed with it. And then I played The Sims 3, and in my opinion The Sims 2 is always going to be the best one, and then The Sims 4, and then Sims 3, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I would recommend, if you ever feel like building something and just like, it's so relaxing to just like decorate, in my opinion. I don't know. You could at least get the base game and just like mess around with it. I just feel like it's such a nice way to spend your time when you don't know what the heck else to play, which is me every single day of my life right now. I just jump around from games all the time. And when I don't know what to play, I just hop on The Sims and decorate. So I am almost done yapping here. I did go back downstairs and finally fix the freaking windows because yeah, 2 windows on the bottom floor on the side was just not cutting it. It looked so silly. But I ended up figuring one out in the kitchen. It just was like weird because it was getting blocked by the cabinets, but I think it turned out fine. As long as it looks okay from the outside and you can't freaking tell from the inside, then it is honestly not my problem. The last thing I do is the back patio area, and I think I saved like on repeat 5 times here because I could tell that my PC was about to crash. It has been having so many issues lately, and I can just tell it just buffers a little bit differently, and I know it's about to happen. But yeah, I'm just finishing up the patio. I think I do a couple things on the opposite side so everything's nice and even and matched between the units. And then I think I'm really quickly now gonna hop back into my game and just show you around, and then you'll be free! Okay, so I have a nice random little sim here that I just gave a ton of money to because I made this apartment so expensive. I think that I might have messed something up, but that's a problem for another day. So this is the one that I ended up decorating. And yeah, it looks okay from the outside, I think, or at least from like the map. And now, from my knowledge, once you've like set the apartments, which I did off camera, yeah, so there is stuff in this apartment here. It's just in play mode you can't see the other apartments, so even if this was full of furniture, you won't be able to see it unless you visit it or apparently break in, which I don't think I'm going to be doing. Well, we'll see. This is the one that I just built, which for some reason the lights off the grid. Oh well, this isn't good. I seem to have made this property. I see. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. There we go. Now we have power. So yeah, this is I added a couple small things off camera too, like this cute little hopscotch. Ignore the fact she doesn't have a kid. We'll just pretend. Little entryway here, living room, kitchen, dining room. It's really tiny, but I don't know. It feels kind of like homey, you know? There's a half bath in here. And then the finished kids' bedroom, which I love these windows. These are probably my new favorite windows in the game. I just love the shutters. They look so cute. I should do these with half walls to show it better. There's also a full bathroom and then this master bedroom and cute little back patio. And this is the view I was talking about. So nice. It just backs right onto the beach. I have like a little shared shrine here. Yeah, overall, I think build-wise, I think For Rent is really fun. It has a lot of usable stuff, especially the windows. I really love how colorful it is. I inspired this off of like these buildings that I was seeing. Obviously, these ones are a lot taller, but they all kind of have this strange like roof line. And I just wanted to build something that kind of looked like it fit in with the rest of them. Which is the reason it looks kind of, I don't know. I usually wouldn't build a house like this in like Windenburg or something, but it was really fun. This pack has so many good like colors. It has lots of cute furniture. I haven't played the gameplay very much yet. Obviously, oh yeah, let's try to break into this real quick. Oh, does she not want to? Okay, well, apparently she wants nothing to do with that. Oh, okay, that's fine. All I did in here was add a kitchen. It just mirrors on the other side, and the cabinets are a different color, and then I added the bathrooms. But this one is open, and I'm probably going to put this on the gallery. And like I said, I use John's account, which thank you so much, John, for letting me play The Sims on your account for so long because all the expansion packs would just be way too much for me. But yeah, this is his name on here, and once things are uploaded to the gallery, you can just download them and decorate your own little apartment. But thanks so much for bearing with me, and thank you so much for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye!
Thank you so much for doing the video for me, Jordyn. Really appreciate it. If you want to see more of Jordyn, you can check her out on Twitter at Vapori. I'll have a link to her Twitter in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!